Hello and welcome to SoulSurvivor 10, Transcending Fear. My name is MJ, I'm your host throughout the SoulSurvivor series. In this episode, the channeled group consciousness Eternal Light will be discussing the subject of fear, and particularly how it relates to the current pandemic, lockdown restrictions, and the happenings of the world. Now let's hear from Eternal Light.
Welcome, all awakening souls. We come to you today to talk about fear. This is a subject which is very prevalent now on your earth at this time in your history. And fear is a great part of your lives at this present moment. We understand as a physical human being that this can be all-consuming. But we ask you to try to rationalize why you are so fearful. It is not a place where you want to continually reside, for it will deplete your energy and deplete your resources. You will find daily living extremely hard, and it is not where you want to be emotionally all of the time. You have been told by your governments that you will have to stay put in your homes, in your houses, in your residences. So it helps to contain the spread of the virus. You, in many cases, may welcome this, for it gives you time to do all the jobs, all the things you want to do, to create new things for your home, to study and learn things that you have previously not had time to do. And for many, it is a great time to be with their children. And depending on the age of the children, they will love it, for they have their parents to themselves. They do not have to see you go out to work, and they are full of joy and excitement that they can spend their time with you, for the greatest gift you can give them is your love, your time well spent with them, for that is what they will remember when they are older, the love that you gave them. But for those who don't experience that in their homes, they are very prone in some cases to be utterly fearful, for they have read so much and heard continually about the people who are dying from this virus, and this can be all-consuming to them. But we ask these people to lift up where they can, to find other emotions further up the chain where they can enjoy their time on earth. For fear is a dreadful emotion. It paralyzes people, and they do not realize how far they are stuck in that emotion and how damaging it is to them. There are many good souls on earth who will help. And if you are in a position where you are alone and fear is all you are experiencing, there are many ways you can contact through the websites and ask for help. Through your telephone, you can speak to people who are manning those phones, ready to speak to you, to console you, to reassure you. So we ask you to think about doing that. And in many communities, people are still helping produce food for those who cannot get out. There are many agencies you need to speak to, and if you cannot speak, put a note on your door and tell people that you need help, for somebody will read that as they go by, and they will contact the agencies or they will knock on your door. There are so many means of making contact, and we urge you to be brave and do that, for people wish to help those who are not in a good place, but they need to know that you are there. Give them a chance. Allow them to find the help you need. Fear is the opposite to love, and love and fear are the two most dominant emotions that any human can feel. But you have free will, and you can decide with great determination that you do not want to be all consumed by fear. You can make that choice. You can rise up and decide against feeling totally abandoned, totally fearful, and just defeated by life. It is possible, bit by bit, to rise up from that emotion, get help, and start to live your life. Your earth has experienced many viruses and will do so, no doubt, as time goes by. But this one has caught the attention of the world. And so you need to manage your life in a different way. But you must realize that you can control your fear. You can decide to move above fear and find a slightly better emotion and enjoy that and rise again to the next emotion. Write it down. Fear is the worst. What can you do to get to the next level? Think about it. Start moving around your home where you can. Open the windows, allow the air to come through. Open your curtains and receive the sunshine. If you can get into your garden or into a park or out on your balcony, you can feel the energy around you, and it will make you more optimistic than you were when you were sitting, living totally in fear. There are many ways you can talk to others, and you must do that, for there will be great compassion and understanding for you. Understand that you do not have to be trapped totally in the emotion of fear, and to a great extent you must take responsibility for that emotion. It can be put into you easily by listening and watching your media and reading your media, for very little of the media is full of joy and telling people about the wonderful things that are being done to counteract this virus. People who are putting themselves out to help others. And this can be in little ways, as we have always said in the past. But it can put the fear to bed for a while in your minds if you are doing other things. So use this time constructively to find joy in your hearts and in your mind. Tidy your house, sweep your pathways, tend to your plants, read a book full of joy and adventure, and live that. See the characters in your mind. Listen to a book. Listen to somebody telling you a story and become immersed in that. And you will find fear momentarily goes into the background. And once you know that it is not all consuming, you can take the reins and decide what other joyful things you can do that will put it to bed. We ask you all to rise up and counteract fear. Use this time to change things in your life for the better. The world is changing because it has to evolve. But throughout your history, if you look back, things are changing all the time. New inventions come along, new ways of thinking come along. So you are not stuck in that position unless you do nothing but allow it to happen. We send all our love and joy and blessings to you. We feel the joy and the light, and we see it coming up from the earth. And we wish to continually remind you that the light is becoming stronger all the time. And this is because people are taking control of their lives and not being selfish and not being all consuming, but they are looking and finding love in different directions. And this can be love of a person, which is a wonderful love, but it can be love for your life, gratitude for the things that you enjoy. And that produces light, and helping others produces light from this planet of yours. And the more light that comes from Earth, the less room there is for the dark. For where there is light, there cannot be dark. Think of that and fill your lives with purpose. Thank you for listening to us. We hope to speak soon with you once more. Our blessings go to you.
Thanks for tuning in to SoulSurvivor 10. If you'd like to follow us on social media, then please visit our website www.soulsurvivornow.com for the links. Thanks for listening.